Under the radar, SpaceX Starlink's $10 roaming plan. Is it for you? Let's get into it. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much once again joining me for tea time. Today we have a little bit of fireside. Love that smokiness. Love it. Hope you're joining me with your cup of tea, maybe a cup of coffee, hanging out. Talking tech, talking space, talking SpaceX and Starlink, of course. Today is going to be a Starlink day. There's a new plan, kind of under the radar, for $10 a month. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but I was reading a few articles. I took them all, put them together, and I want to read this to you to tell you exactly what's going on. Is it going to be for you? Is it not? Who is it for? So before we jump into the article, I just want to say that if you enjoy the content, throw the video a thumbs up. That would be very helpful. If you don't like it, throw it a thumbs down. YouTube likes it either which way, but I just want your interaction. That would be awesome. Also, if you want to say thank you for all of my hard work on this channel, there's a little thank you button that YouTube gave us down there. You could click on that, give $1 or $2 if you like. If not, it's perfectly fine. Consider becoming a member of the channel. That would be even better. And if you're not subscribed, consider doing so. If you are, thank you. I appreciate that. Click this notification button over here so when I go live, when a new video comes out, you'll be notified of it immediately. And if you want more SpaceX Starlink content, about 450 plus videos I've put together. I put together this playlist. I'll put it over, don't click on it yet. I'll put it here. When you're done watching the video, go back there, click on that. Once again, 450 videos just on SpaceX Starlink. Helpful how-tos, tips, tricks, what to do, what not to do, what to buy, what not to buy, and of course the why behind it all. Because this channel has always been about the why, not just the how. So, anyways, without further ado and enough self-promotion, let's jump right into this article. And then, of course, I'll give you my commentary, what I think about all this. And then finally, more importantly, I want to hear from you down below. And if you're shy, you don't want to put something down there, consider putting an emoji. I'm okay with that. At least I know that you've actually watched. Appreciate it. Thank you. Starlink's $10 a month roam plan, the low-key deal you didn't see coming. SpaceX slipped a new $10 a month roam plan into the mix for inactive US Starlink users in mid-March, actually just a couple of days ago. And it is so under the radar you'd miss it without a heads up. That's what we're doing here now. No flashy press release, no banner on the Starlink.com website, just a quiet email to folks who had let their accounts lap. With a 10 gigabyte data cap, it's a dirt cheap lifeline for occasional users or RV roamers. Got a Starlink dish collecting cobwebs? Probably do. This might be the spark to bring it back to life. What you get for $10. For $10 a month, you score 10 gigabytes of roaming data, perfect for weekend streaming, emailing, or plotting routes from your RV. It's built for flexibility. Use it anywhere in the US, in motion up to 100 miles per hour, or even abroad for up to 2 months per trip. That's interesting. Abroad, anywhere, internationally, 2 months per trip. Run dry at 10 gigabytes. It's okay. Extra gigabytes are $2 per gig. It's not for data hogs, but for light on and off use, like a backup link or a campsite connection. Why it's flying low on the radar. SpaceX isn't blasting this one out to everyone. They're targeting inactive users who have ditched or paused heftier plans like the $120 per month residential plan or the $165 a month Roam Unlimited tier. It's a sly way to keep dishes active without clogging the network. Earlier in 2025, they floated a $50 per month Roam plan with 50 gigabytes for new users. But this $10 gem is leaner, cheaper, and exclusive. Check your inbox or Starlink app to see if you qualify. Tailor-made for RV life and curveballs. RV folks are gonna love this. Toss it in your rig, fire it up for trips, and let it hibernate guilt-free when you're parked. It's also a clutch backup. Think blackouts or storms or dead zones where cell service is spotty or non-existent. With 7,000 satellites humming in low Earth orbit or LEO, SpaceX Starlink's coverage is vast, and its 30 to 40 millisecond latency smokes legacy satellite options. Sure, 10 gigabytes won't fuel a binge fest of your favorite Netflix series, but it's gold for maps, texting, or a possible Zoom call while off-grid. The service can be paused and restarted anytime, no hassle. The hidden edge, microgrid potential. Here's where it gets interesting. Pair this plan with a solar setup and a power bank, and you've got a microgrid for off-grid emergencies. Think rural cabins, pop-up workstations or work sites, or even disaster relief. SpaceX Starlink is already a lifeline in war zone areas like the Ukraine. It's not just for RV camping or off-gridders or hikers. It's a toehold for lean, portable connectivity anywhere. Behind the scenes, this fits SpaceX's playbook. They've hit 5 million users worldwide by February 2025, adding 60,000 new users weekly, and they are laser focused without choking bandwidth. Residential Lite, $80 per month, serves rural homes in 15 states, while waiting lists drag on in packed cities like Seattle or Austin. The $10 plan, is it a chess move? Yes, it is. Re-engaging dormant users, keeping hardware in play, and sidestepping network strain. It's subtle, but it's smart. Why it matters. If your dish is sidelined, this might be your cue. At $10 per month, it's less than a latte and a snack at your local coffee shop with no long-term catch. Dig through your emails or open your Starlink app and you might find that you struck gold without knowing it. For occasional users, this is the slickest deal SpaceX Starlink's ever dropped. Well, I would have to agree with this. This is very interesting. Just like they were talking about that 50 for 50, right? $50 for 50 gigabytes was kind of cool. It was like a trial basis. You could test out SpaceX Starlink, see if you like it, and then if you like it, move on to an actual plan. A, let's say, residential plan for $120 per month, or maybe the roaming plan for $165 or whatever. That 50-50 brought a lot of new people on board. But what I think is interesting and what I've found traversing the interwebs, let's call it, is that they're estimating about 1 million dish are dormant. Well, how do you get them back online? $10. $10. That is a great way to bring people back that have just literally had that dish sitting somewhere collecting dust inactive. There's no reason for it. How do you bring them back? Once again, $10 is a great way to do it. And what's really surprising here is you're getting for that $10, 10 gigabytes of data, and you're getting it through a network that is 30 to 40 milliseconds latency. And that is faster than a lot of DSL systems that we see currently around here. That's like AT&T, DSL, or even Uverse. That's pretty quick. 30 milliseconds is nothing to sneeze at, and you're dealing with a satellite overhead, and you're getting it roaming, meaning that you could use it anywhere, not just in the US, but anywhere on the planet. 10 gigabytes. You know, back in the day, everything was by megabytes, and you would get a cellular service and it would give you, like 50 megabytes or 100 megabytes. Now, people don't think about it. They just think everything is unlimited. So 10 gigabytes is a lot. That's like 10,000 megabytes. You know, back in the day when you were getting 100 megabytes, 200 megabytes, you say, 10,000. You're like, oh my God, that is a lot, right? But today, everything is just this unlimited thought, and just they think that they could just run stuff in perpetuity and there's no cost to it. Well, there is a cost. The unlimited is expensive for the reason that it's unlimited. The same reason why AT&T did away with their unlimited. Everything is called unlimited, but it's not really, because what ends up happening is once you're done with their specific unlimited amount of data, then it drops you down into deprioritized data. That is the one thing that SpaceX ended up not doing with Starlink. They were going to do it. A lot of us were up in arms saying, if you do it, we're out. I couldn't really be out because I was kind of stuck at the time. But either which way, yeah, this is truly unlimited. You're not paying for extra data unless you're on something like this. So with this, you get the 10 gigabytes, and then for $2 per gig more, you could keep adding to it if you don't want to go on to a full roaming plan. But what's also interesting is like RV sales have spiked 10 or 20% in the last year. People are buying RVs and getting off grid and enjoying the outdoors. I think it's like COVID times when people said, you know what, we're going to jump into the camper and get the heck out of Dodge. And once again, RV sales are up. That means that a lot of RVers out there are going to love this. It's a great way to take their dish and now put it on the road with them and not have to worry about turning it on and off or anything. It's just there to use whenever you need it. Like they were saying, for texting or for mapping, GPS, that type of stuff. Not for watching a Netflix series, obviously, that would take terabytes sometimes of data because they're so long, but for basic use. $10 is really, really nice. And they put it out here with, once again, no fanfare. No one even knows that it's out. The only people that know are people like you that are listening and the folks that got the email stating, hey, your dish has been sitting around collecting dust and cobwebs for the last X number of months. You want to put it back into service? You can do so for $10 a month. Do you want to do it? And then you could use it anywhere in the US, anywhere abroad for 2 months, and you could even use it up to 100 miles per hour in a car or vehicle, and off the coast or right along the coast of the US also. So you're not going to be able to go in maritime with it on a boat far off the coast, but you could still use it on a boat close to shore. So this is a really, really good plan for people that are RVers, or maybe they want to put something in a bug out bag, right? For that moment when things start breaking down and you want to leave and go somewhere. Well, for $10 a month, you have peace of mind and security. Think about it. $10 a month, anywhere, anytime, you throw the thing on the ground, you plug it in, it connects to a satellite, and now you're talking to friends, family, whoever, in case of an emergency or in case of a full blackout, whatever it is. If you have a solar generator of any kind, maybe a Jackery with some solar panels or something like that, you could use this in perpetuity forever. Just keep adding in $2, $2, and $2 for gigabytes of data. Really pretty cool for, once again, a bug out bag. Anyways, there's a ton of uses for this. I want to know, what say you? What do you think about this? Is this something that you've been offered by SpaceX Starlink? If not yet, if they do offer it to you, is it something that you'd be interested in getting? Once again, turning on that dish, but only for $10 a month and not having to worry about pausing anything or doing anything. It just sits there and works whenever you need it to work. And when you don't, you throw it once again back into a bag. Down below, I want to hear from you. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this update. Throw the video a thumbs up, like I said before, that'd be very helpful. And finally, head over to my website, JCristina.com, where you can find all of my merch and my tees and my shirts and my books and everything else over there. Go to JCristina.com/shop and get right there. Once again, JCristina.com/shop. If there's something there that you like, pick it up. Help support me and my family. Many blessings to you and your family. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay connected, and we'll see you on the next one. Love you all.